Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. Today we have one of the most anticipated paint schemes of 2024. It is the Ross Chastain Busch Light Camaro. Yes, the brand new sponsor with one of the most interesting drivers in the sport, dare I say. Holy cow, this car is amazing. Is it the paint scheme of the year? Let's find out. Alrighty folks, right out of the good old box. Wow. I mean, I am absolutely at a loss for words with how amazing this paint scheme looks. Chrome number, blue and white, the extreme amount of detail all across this 1/64 scale diecast. The brand new sponsor with Ross Chastain. Oh my goodness, man. This is such an awesome diecast. Most likely will be diecast of the year. The Busch Light paint schemes almost are always, and I mean always, phenomenal, especially the primary car. You know, Kevin Harvick had the blue and the white, or blue and silver mixture, and it looked fantastic. But that subtle, nice blue with the white looks really, really sharp. This car, I'm telling you, if it's not a hot seller, I don't know what you have to do to make a diecast a hot seller. It's got Chastain right there in the front windscreen. Got the Chevrolet badge. Has a nice little gold touch to it. Got Busch Light. Go to the front of the car. Got the number 1. We'll take a closer look at all the detail across the car as we go through it, because you can see just so much. I mean, look at the detail. You got mountains. You got probably some water or some rivers. You have like kind of a gradient, kind of almost of a transparent look to it, to some of it. You have these very like, I don't know what you call it, like white top mountains. Very, very just beautiful, well designed paint scheme, man. I will say there's a little bit of a rough transition right here at the top where the blue line kind of cuts off, but I in terms of like logistics, I can understand why. But just look across the whole car. I mean, just phenomenal levels of detail, and I'm just blown away, guys. I really am. This car is absolutely phenomenal. The chrome number to kind of just add a little bit of touch to it. If you haven't picked up this car, guys, at Circle B, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. Honestly, tell me, guys. I'm kidding. But, hey, man, if you want to save on shipping, guys, and you want to help support the channel, make sure you use promo code Diecastbuffet, and you can save on shipping any order as $30 or more, guys. Make sure to check that out. To all the cats who do use that, you are amazing, because without y'all, I couldn't do these diecast reviews. So feel free to use that code if you'd like to help out the channel so I can get these cars on air for y'all. Got Goodyear right there. Got Cup Series. Got Ross Chastain right there. Be a moose. A moose.org. I don't know what the beamoose.org is, but that's besides the point. Got Wendy's. What the heck is that? Simeon's there? I didn't even know they sponsor Chastain. Got Worldwide Express, Moose, Kubota, and Jockey. And when I see these like mountaintops on the sides of the cars, or the car, what it reminds me of is the Husky chocolate car in IndyCar that won the Indy 500. I can't remember the guy's name exactly. He's driving for a different team right now, I think, in IndyCar as of 2024. I can't remember his name, but he won the 2022 Indy 500. It's like leaving my mind. I can't remember the freaking name. Anyways, the Husky chocolate car was all red with these like white mountaintops on the sides. That's what it reminds me of. Go to the back end of the diecast. You had the blue number 1, Busch Light Camaro, Quaker State. Oh, just so many cool little sponsors on this car, man. What an awesome paint scheme, guys. It's funny how this whole deal kind of came about, because after he won Nashville in 2023, there was already rumors that Kevin Harvick's main sponsor, Busch Light, was going to Trackhouse and to sponsor Ross Chastain. Well, they were drinking Busch Light in Victory Lane, so it was like, you know, it's happening, but it's not happening type of thing. I don't know what the biff this is right here. I don't know if that's like a paint splotch or what. Let's zoom in. And is that Sharpie? Is that a bullet hole? Did it go through Grove Street? where the ball is at. I don't know. That thing does look like a Sharpie mark or something. So potentially I could take maybe some paint thinner or some rubbing alcohol. Maybe I can get that off of there. I don't know. That is interesting to say the least. But I believe the pattern for the car is symmetrical on both sides. You can really see this. Hopefully the 4K camera ability is really showing you all the detail and texture on these cars. I'm going to flip it over, so don't adjust your set. We're going to look. And I believe the background is symmetrical, which I don't mind that. I like it both symmetrical or asymmetrical. It don't bother me as long as there's detail on the paint scheme. Love that. Great use of the Busch Light logo here. They could have just done a door panel. They could have just put it over here and left a giant gap of real estate like the Ream cars or the Hunt Brothers Pizza cars. You know what they did? They decided to use both. Great job. A little bit of kind of an angle with it, so it starts a little high and kind of just goes down a little bit. I love the way they put the side logo there. That's a great job by them. Go to the top of the car. You have the white number 1 with the blue outlining with a black trim. Busch Light, Chastain, race for the mountains. You know, in my opinion, the most creative sponsor in the sport is Busch. They have amazing activation with their fans, their paint schemes, their drivers. Something that is missing with so many sponsors. I mean, how many Napa Auto Parts commercials you see with Chase Elliott? You have the most popular driver. You have them contending for championships almost every year, minus 2023, but that was a wash. My point is they don't even market them, right? Michael Waltrip, Martin Truex Jr., they were always in commercials. You don't see that a lot. You don't see that fan activation with the product and the consumer and the driver and the team. And I feel like Busch does an unbelievable job with their paint schemes. Years ago, I was told that Busch, with their paint scheme marketing idea, and I don't know if they're still doing this, but the reason why Kevin Harvick's paint schemes always look so cool is they wanted their car to be the talk of the garage area. They wanted people to look at their car, take photos of it, talk about it, and that's why his paint schemes around like 2019, 2020 just took off, and they were just perfect. And I feel like that is the right way to do it. Make a paint scheme that is so cool that when you walk by at the racetrack, you can't help but take a photo of it. Because when you post it on social media, guess what? Free advertisement. You're advertising your product. You didn't have to pay a dime. You got random people posting your brand, your image on social media, giving you free commercials. That's how it is. Diecast reviews, free commercial for your product. That's what I'm getting at. That's marketing. That is how you do it. And you see how many Busch Light diecasts get made? Trust me, marketing still works in NASCAR. And you don't see that with a lot of sponsors. You don't see the marketing, the activation, the commercials. You just don't see that. And when you see a sponsor that does, as a NASCAR fan, it just makes you want to support that team a little bit more. That's just the way I look at it. Thank you all for watching. Have a blessed one, everybody. This does come on a, as they call it, permanent base. It's not permanent in my workshop. That's besides the point. It does have these glue tabs. You have to like shim that off. And there'll be a triangle head screw. I think that's how it is. I don't know the proper term for it. Anyways, it's like a funky head screw, and then you just twist it off, and the plastic base will come off. And that's the safe way to take it apart. Don't if you try to crack this thing, it could shatter and go everywhere. It could be dangerous. So if you're a young fan, supervision. You know what I'm saying? Use your noggin. That's all for now. Diecast Buffet, signing off.